Parenting kids with anxiety is counterintuitive. Things that will help non-anxious kids do not help anxious kids and do, in fact, become pitfalls. So, some of these things I'm going to be talking about here in this workshop, you might be saying, but this works for my other kid, or this would work for me. I know, I totally understand, but they don't work for anxious kids, or they don't work as well, and we can become overly reliant on them. So, this is just an opportunity to interrogate the way that you have been talking to your child and start making that paradigm shift that goes from helping your child avoid the things that make them anxious and instead encouraging them to go towards it. Let's talk a little bit about the power of our words. Now, words can either amplify anxiety, and those are the pitfalls. They actually make our anxious children more anxious, or our words can build courage. And that's what we'll be focusing on is how to build courage. It also helps, of course, when we are able to do this from a calm place. And that's a lot easier to do when we can recognize the pull of anxiety, the pull to help our child avoid, to help them not be anxious, and how that brings up anxiety with us. So, we're going to talk about that too. Now, it may seem obvious to you that there is some language that will make kids more anxious, and that language tends to be negative. So, in other words, if you say to your kid, "Why are you crying? Don't cry if I'll give you something to cry about." No surprise, that kind of negative language can fuel kids' anxiety. You know that. Instinctively, I'm sure you know that.